It's the OC with Boss Cowboy Sports. We are live at the Dallas Cowboys training camp, first practice in Frisco. So listen, we got a lot of content. Everybody get in, get your loved ones, friends, and families in right now. Don't forget also as you come in to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on all of our platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
All right. It's your boy, Boss Cowboy Sports. And I want to kind of talk about some of the things that I observed today and just kind of go around the table. We have a power cast. First, introduce yourself.
Coach Q. How y'all doing, guys?
So y'all finally get to meet Coach Q.
Jazz with BLS.
All right. And so we just making, we doing a. Now, one of the things that I know around the circle on this, one of the things that I noticed, what's up, y'all? I see y'all in the building. Josh Ball was playing a lot of right tackle today, bro. What are the Cowboys up to, OC? And then we'll go around the table on that.
Ball is the cat that has 9 lives, right? They're trying to actually plug him in as a backup to Terrence Steele, because the reality of it, I don't care what anybody says, and I'm very sorry to break the news, and I don't mean to step on anyone's toes here, but Terrence Steele is not all the way back. He is not. The twitch on that left knee, the power to sit down when he has a person in his chest, it's not all the way there yet. I love Terrence Steele. He's the people's champ, but they're trying to come up with a viable solution that could be ready to go if, in fact, Terrence Steele is not ready to go. And so thus you see the reps of Josh Ball.
See, my problem, I'm going to go around a circle. My problem with it is to me, the tape showed that Alex played better in the preseason.
100%.
Okay, so you saw what I saw.
100%.
Okay, so
100%.
Like I'm still trying to figure out the mystery of why we now seeing Josh Ball at right tackle when you saw a pretty good performance, and you talked about some of the things you want to see as a coach. And Coach, talk about it real quick, Coach. Some of the things you saw with Alex, and then what you saw today with Josh Ball at right tackle.
So with Alex, you saw his potential on display. You saw his quickness, his feet work, but you also saw when he got a more powerful, speedier guy on him like a Michael Parsons, he can handle it. Because when a guy was able to shift and get under him, you can see that he had problem going back far enough to use his hands. His hands placement was out of place. He's about a year away. And so, you know, with the Cowboys, I can see our future left side. I can't see it.
Oh, wait. We go to that. Because I know where you was going to go with that.
But it seems right now, I mean, he's our best backup tackle. Yeah. But that's not a good thing because he's not quite ready, guys.
Whoa. Woo. I ain't mean to cut you off.
So, but that's kind of what I saw. But with Ball, what the Cowboys are doing, anytime a team is putting a guy at right guard, right tackle, right guard, right tackle, you're just trying to make sure before I cut a guy that I've given him all the opportunity to show me that he can play that.
Let's see. Oh no, I different Q. I see a little bit different. To me, they trying to find a way to keep Ball.
That's my point.
100%.
So you smelling that too? Hold on real quick. Come on, go ahead. What's your thoughts? Because we just talking right tackle right now, just what we saw today. So obviously, this is my first time doing a show with Jazz. But y'all say what's up and then introduce your channel and all of that.
Yeah, Jazz with BLS, Bitches Love Sports, BTCHESLUV Sports on Twitter. But yeah, I see a lot of like where Coach Q was going and also where you were going with this, where it's like it does look like they're looking for a reason to keep Josh Ball.
Yeah.
When I see practices like this and things start to not make sense, I start to think about all the things that could be happening at a practice. So I guess at a practice, you want to get reps, you want to get people used to the position that they're playing, but also they have a lot of big decisions to make in 7 days. So some of the things that we see might not necessarily be what they think is best. It might not necessarily be things that they're planning to do, but they have to use the time that's available to them to evaluate players. And so in some situations, especially when we can clearly see and everybody has like the recollection to know, like earlier I said, a lot of people still have PTSD when it comes to Josh Ball, right? And so when it's situations like that where it's like we've all seen what he does and doesn't do and we're like, okay, so why is this happening? Then they're clearly looking for something else to evaluate. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm kind of with y'all on that one.
I'm gonna go pass it back to you, OC. It might be a slight reach to say this. But could they also be liking Josh Ball? Because he didn't play bad to me in the second preseason game. So it's almost like, did we see enough out of you at left guard to where we want to also look at you as a potential backup to Steele? I'm really trying to make sense of this. Can you?
I think going back to my previous statement, he is the cat with 9 lives.
Yeah.
And that's the nice way of me trying to tell you.
Say it the real way.
They want to keep Josh Ball. Yeah. It's friendships and kinships. They like him. They want him in the building. He's made friends with somebody. I don't know who. Maybe Stephen Jones. Maybe his daughter. I don't know. But I'm saying at the end of the day, they like him and they want to keep this man around. No, I'm just being honest.
It is weird though. It's weird.
And look, listen, Josh Ball did not play bad in the second preseason game. He did not. He didn't play great either. Right? So my opinion is this, man. On a strategic level, outside of the politics, right? They want to cross train, which is smart. Yeah. Which is smart. Yeah. They want to cross train, and they want to see his upside. They know he can do nothing at left tackle. They know this, right? They put him in a guard. He's better. Yes, you're playing next to 2 people that can cover for your mistakes. So even if you took a false step, you reached over your skis, right? You did stuff like miss with your hands, get hit in the chest, stuff like that. Well, that guy has to run through 2 or 3 different people to actually get to the quarterback if he doesn't have a sharp edge on your shoulder, right? Right. So what I'm saying is this. They look at the cross train him. They like him. He's just one of those guys that they want to keep. You know who he reminds me of? Who? You know, okay. It's a guy who recently retired. His name is Crawford. He reminds me of Crawford. He reminds me of Crawford. Does he remind you of Crawford? Yes, he's a guy that somehow got a contract. Nobody talks about it. It was a nice contract, too. Yes. He got like 2 sacks his whole career. Dude, he just stays around. I mean, and he doesn't have to stay around. And look, kudos to him. Look, I want him to do well personally, but in terms of concept, when you look at the depth and you look at some of these other tackles and guards that have so much upside, right? So much potential, right? Then, okay, Josh, where do you fit long term? Especially if I got a rookie to come in here, and there's several of them now, that has played just as good or better than you. You're a third-year guy. These rookies, they play just as good or better than you. So now, what do we do here? It's a situation that I got to make an honest decision on what's going to be my top 53 versus who's going to be practice squad. Okay? Right. And if I make that decision, Josh Ball probably could be on the practice squad or cut. But more than likely, it's not going to happen because, like Stephen Jones alluded to before, he said this. I like our young guys. Yeah. I like our
I'm actually riding with him on that too.
So he's going to be committed. And to your point, Coach Q, and your point as well, hey, he's going to give these guys every opportunity to fail. Yeah. And that's where it is.
Listen. So I'm going to keep it real with y'all guys. If you believe in prayer, we need to pray.
Oh!
Totally praying for it.
The reason why is, let's talk about Jacksonville defensive line is maybe a top 20 defensive line in the league. Talk about Seattle. Seattle might be a top 25. Their defensive tackles are not that good. Game 1, we're going against a top 5 defensive tackle group. Headed by Lawrence. Game 2, we're going against a top 5 defensive line group. Headed by who? We all know. Every week, our first 5 weeks, we're going against a top 10 defensive tackle group. This weekend against the Raiders, they are not a top 15 defensive line group. So if you're expecting to see what Ball can do against that, you're not going to see it this weekend either. But going forward this year, look at the schedule, guys. We play 12 of the top 12 defensive tackle groups this year. So if any of our guards get hurt, we are in trouble. The reason why you saw Ball play okay last week, to the OC point, is because the defensive tackle group wasn't that good. And guess what? They're one of the smallest defensive tackle group in the NFL. Facts.
Good point. So I'm going to try to switch to some good news. I'm going to start with you, Jasmine. So, well, it's good news to me. I don't know if it's good news to y'all. Let me put the... Let me see. I don't know if it's
like,
good news. I have no idea.
Breaking news.
It was good news to me. I saw, and first of all, also just real quick, it's a lot of people in the chat that said it's good to see women that know football so well. That's just credit to Cowboy Nation. That's real talk. This is common in Cowboy Nation, so we're not surprised over here. And then somebody said, "I done got you out the truck, OC."
They cold-blooded.
They cold-blooded,
No
bro.
mercy, man.
Hey, my Wi-Fi working though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no mercy, bro. No mercy in the dojo.
All right, no mercy in the dojo. All right, but Jazz. So I saw a lot of awesome at the left tackle, and he was getting a lot of reps with the ones.
Yes.
What is that obviously telling you? And just get your thoughts on it. I'm gonna go around a circle on that.
I mean, I think the most obvious thing that it's telling us is that they've noticed the work that he's put in so far during camps and during the preseason. Like, his stock is rising, and so they're giving him more opportunities to show how he looks with the people that he could potentially be playing with. As we've discussed, kind of like to the discredit of Josh Ball, but to the credit of Awesome, we really need to make sure that we're on point whenever it comes to our offensive line. Like, there have been a few people asking, like, okay, what about offensive line depth? I feel like actual depth is a lot to ask for, considering what's available not only with the Cowboys, but if you just look across the league, it's like, okay, how do you really build depth even if you start making moves like front office wise, right? So it's like you really have to start digging for those gems and for those diamonds in the rough whenever it comes to what we have in-house and start there. And I think Awesome is definitely one of them. They're seeing the raw material, they're seeing what he can do, and they are making the right moves in terms of putting him where he could potentially be playing. So
Hey.
I like it.
I do see my boy Jay Tuck in the building. What's up?
Hey, Tug, how's it going?
Montana Paul, I see y'all in the building, my dogs. And then Craven Cowboys, I see you, Keystone in the building. CFO Sports, my boy Jay Tuck say, TJ Bass with the fish. Sadiq will ask me how am I doing. How do I sound? I sound amazing, don't I? I feel great. So there's nothing wrong with me, I'm fine. I needed some sleep. So going around though.
So I seen he looked good. So if y'all watched it on TV, when he went against Williams, he did okay. When he went against Fowler, he did okay. When he went against Law, he had some issues. When he went against Parsons, he had some issues. So that kind of tells you what to expect with him. This week is going to be very important. Know why? Because he plays a top 5 defensive end coming up with Oakland.
That's what we want to see.
And so if he can hold up with him, it'll give us some promise. My worry is the Cowboys are using him like they did Steele. They saw the success that they had with him, but if you remember, Steele didn't have that much success in that first year.
No, it took him to the second half.
So we have to be very, very careful with him. I can see our new left side, but he's not ready yet. And to the OC point, and he might gonna make this point, hope I don't take none of his thunder. Is he a better left guard or left tackle? Right now, he's a better left guard. Let me tell you why. We know Tyler Smith can do left tackle things because we saw it last year. And we saw him do it against prime time DNs. When you are raw like that, sometimes fighting in the box is easier. So I would just look for that. And that's why the Cowboys, you see him switching him in the game from left guard to left tackle. That's what I got to say about Sam.
Yeah, with Richards, I think that his upside is great. He's a totally different player than he was the last game he played in North Carolina versus now.
Facts.
So at the same time, you got to look at the upside in terms of his trend and how he has progressed, right? And so it's good. Right, his body of work in terms of his physical ability, his physical tools are there. Okay, the game experience, the understanding hand placement and dealing with speed to power, it's not there yet. Okay, so I mentioned this to Coach Q before we came over here. What do you want to sacrifice for his development? Right. Because you're going to have to sacrifice something. And it's very, very interesting, too, because we saw Tyron Smith, we saw Zach Martin, we saw Matt Walinsko and a couple other people running sprints on the side, right? So obviously these guys are on a pitch count, or they're trying to be weary of some type of ailment or injury of some sort. So my contention is this. I'm super surprised that Tyler Smith did not get any reps at left tackle. I'm super surprised.
Yeah.
I'm super surprised. Now, let me say this.
Today
he did. Today he
None.
did. So as far
So you got to probably say that again.
Tyler Smith got 0 reps at left tackle today.
Right, which is saying
Zero.
likely
Zero.
they're preparing
Same.
for Awesome to be the replacement for Tyron Smith.
Which to me is long term, yes. Right now, no. It's a little bit premature, and I think you go.
How can it not be right now, OC?
Because at the end of the day, we talked about the various combinations of how we could carousel this offensive line, right? Both
So
ad nauseam.
all right, let me push back just a little bit. So the pushback is, we heard from Amari Cooper that they don't do anything in any games unless they first do it in practice. Mm-hmm. So what did we see today with Ball? We saw him at the right guard. We saw him at the right tackle. We saw him at a lot of right tackle because they're working in both, right? Mm-hmm. We saw Awesome strictly at left tackle with Tyler Smith at left guard. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that's the long-term thing, and I'm not also saying that he doesn't fit left guard for us better now. I'm just thinking that they really do have an emergency plan that they're prepping now for a potential absence of Tyron Smith. Am I tripping?
No. An emergency plan. I'm just not sure it's the right emergency plan. That's
Okay.
I'm not talking about what they're doing in terms of giving him reps. No, I think that a year or two from now, he's the future, bearing that he continues to progress the way that he has, right? But I'm saying today, right? I just think it's going to be a little bit too much baptism by fire. And my only caution is this.
Ooh.
Don't fall in love so much with your previous success and your brilliance, right? That you overshoot. Because the major difference between him and Tyler Smith is the strength and power level.
Yes.
It's the strength and power level. See, look, Tyler Smith came in here with a little bit quicker feet than Richards, but much more power. Much more power. And that's the thing. When he deals with that power in his chest and that change of direction at the top of the speed rush or at the top of the power rush, he collapses, and then those shoulders get weak. They get turned, and then boop, sacks occur. So that's the only concern. But listen, I'm going to tell you something on a very positive note. Who's an absolute mauler, absolute road grader? Tyler Smith. He's a man. He's a grown man. The dude is a grown man.
So what did you see today, bro? I want you to explain that, because you was at the practice. We have hold on. Let me sell this real. It's one thing for other people to kind of give you what they see. It's another thing for us to tell you what we see. So I'm excited to be out here with this group. I'm excited because we telling you what we see, and from practice. So go ahead and expound on that. And we have over 200 people in the building, so obviously we giving y'all some premium content coming straight out of practice. We didn't take no breaks. We jumped right into content. So definitely hit them likes.
So look, anytime they ran zone, anytime they ran dive, anytime they did any type of inside run, you had a massive chasm hole in the middle of that line. And it's because Tyler Smith is manhandling everybody in front of him. And any ace block, ace block would be a double team block between the center and the guard. We call that ace block. Man, he's driving that dude 3-4 yards off the ball. He's coming up, boom, clean on that linebacker. And you see Deuce and all these little running backs, they just running right behind him. He's mauling people. He's absolutely must. So look, Tyler Smith, in my opinion, is the Cowboys' best offensive line.
Hold on. We got us a couple super chats real quick.
Yes.
My boy said, JR said, it's easy to shift protections to help a lesser offensive tackle versus guard.
You can't shift protections when they rotate one-on-one, bro. Correct. You can't do that.
Oh, he has some more to his super chat. He said maybe that is why they don't want to move Tyler around anymore.
No, bro.
No, that's not what it is.
I'm trying to understand the comment. I might need you to repeat that one more time.
It said, JR said it is easy to shift protections to help a lesser offensive tackle versus guard. Maybe that is why they don't want to move Tyler around anymore.
He's saying it's easy to do that?
Yeah, he said it's easy to shift protections to help.
No, I think what he's saying is you can have a lesser tackle because you can help the tackle. But you got to realize, Chuma Edoga was ahead of the scene before Chuma got hurt. If you go back and look, Chuma was the first person to actually block Parsons. He was the
is
first
he saying
tackle.
Tyler looks better than he is because people are helping him?
I think he was trying to figure out the mystery of why they're not moving him all out to left tackle.
He's trying to say, in my opinion, that you can slide help to one offensive lineman regardless. And what I'm trying to explicitly say is that Technically, you can,
That's right.
but based upon formation, you
Yes.
also, if you're a good defensive coordinator in the NFL, I'm not talking about Pee Wee, it's like I can force a one-on-one.
That's correct.
Okay, specifically, he's saying, I'm asking, is it easy to help a tackle?
Is it easy to help a tackle?
Is it easier? Yeah, that's what he asking. He clarified.
Depending upon the formation, it's easier to help a tackle. If you got one back and he's up max protect and he's chipping, right? Yeah, he's doubled. Yeah, you got a tight end that's go chip and release. You got two tights, or you got 21, or you got 11 personnel to one side. Yeah, you can do that. But if you're trying to do a 7 and 9 step drop,
That's right.
that's when it's going to become more difficult, especially if you're utilizing that back to come out of the backfield. You can hide your tackle.
That's right.
But you can't hide him every single play.
Exactly.
You're not going to be able to do that. Go ahead.
I mean, I think whenever we're talking about whether or not it's easy to help a tackle, like exactly like OC just said, it comes down to the formations. And so it's like whether or not it's easy depends on so many factors. I think it's impossible to say that, oh, it's just easy in general, so that's just something that they can just do, you know? So I wouldn't write that off as a reason why anybody might look better than they actually are or anything like that, because one thing about those positions and why it's like, just going back to what I just said a second ago about finding depth, one thing about those positions is that like it's so easy for the truth to come to the light because there are so many opportunities for people to expose you. So yeah, you might get help a couple of times, but at some point, especially in these games where you're playing opposing defenses who are actually trying to beat you, you're not in these scenarios like the Cowboys are at practices and things like that, and scrimmages. We're dealing with like a lot of scripted scenarios, right? But whenever you're dealing with actual opponents, they're trying to beat you, and so you're going to get exposed. You don't have nearly as many opportunities to like hide or get help or anything like that. So even if that is the case sometimes, that's not something that you can use to write off someone's success entirely.
So, real quick, on my boy show, Dre show, OC some love. He said the OC eyes is the best when it comes to O-line.
Yes.
What you really meant, yes, that's what you really meant. Like, not the first best, it's the second best. Like, not messing with it. Go ahead.
What I can tell you is this. If you're sliding protection against the teams that we're going to be playing this year, you're going to lose. The reason why, there's one less guy going into a route. Whether they're tight end, whether it's a running back. Think about this. What would the Giants love to do? They would love to have one less person in the route. What would the Jets love to do? Have one less person in the route. Oh, 49ers. They would love to have one less person in the route. So if you're constantly sliding protection, the defense is winning. So that's what you don't want. Now, we're talking about West Coast. And the McCarthy West Coast scheme is built on people being able to get out. So if you happen to protect a tackle, guess what? Part of your West Coast is not working. I'll tell you one key component. It's called floods. Flood right, flood left. If we're running, if I have to run protection to that side, that's one less player going down the route, which means the defense won.
Yeah.
So I love the concept, but I still think the reason why they have a team doing so many reps at tackle is they're trying to see, can we cut Achuma, or is Chuma going to be that guy? Because Achuma is still hurt. Back to the OC Chuma has the experience. You can say what you want to about him, but he has the experience you need to play the left tackle position or left guard position because he's done it before in the league.
Did we see Law?
Yeah,
Law's over there.
What Law?
Law right there on the couch.
On the couch.
Law, get to work.
Can I ask a question while Law's walking over here? I have
to get to work. No, we got Law in the back.
I actually want to hear OC talk more about Tyler Smith being better than Zach Martin, because I'm really curious about this. If you have like an elevator pitch about this.
Yeah. Oh, hey, hold on real quick, man. Y'all give me 1 second, and we gonna come right back to your seat. I'm finna mess with Law real quick. Listen, y'all. Listen. Oh, he live. Look.
We had a great day today out here in the beautiful city of Frisco. Practice was.
Man, I just want to show y'all the dedication. That's all. I just want to show y'all the dedication, bro. My boy Law live too. Say, that's what it take, though, man. That's what it is, bro. Like everybody. Listen, this is the beauty of the content creators. My first time rocking with Jazz. My boy Coach, people don't know that we was rivals. He went to Kimball, I went to Carter. But we never actually hated each other because we actually went to the engineering school together. Right. So we was crazy. We was like brothers to each other. Right. So it was a situation where I never was mad to see him with my rival. Never. Like, he would be the only guy would be like,
That's right.
everybody else I hated, but when I would see him, but go ahead, OC, she was bringing something out of you.
Yeah, she's teeing me up about Tyler Smith being the best offensive lineman.
They say we need you on the final word.
Yeah, I think that in terms of his power, in terms of his quickness, I think that he's at max elite levels right now. And I think that Zach Martin is great. Zach Martin is a first ballot Hall of Fame. There's no disrespect to Zach Martin whatsoever. But in terms of the coming years, he's the top dog. And he's going to be the top dog because of his just raw power, his quickness, and the ability to finish. Zach Martin is still fantastic. He's still great. He still gets the job done. But his ability to finish, no disrespect, has diminished over the past couple of years. His ability to change direction and deal with quick, powerful linemen has diminished some. He's still all-pro level because Zach Martin has been that great. He's been that great for that long. But in terms of his ability versus the elite people to completely dominate elite people, it's not what it used to be, and Tyler Smith is on the rise. And so I see him as your new best offensive lineman.
All right, did you have something else, Jazz?
No, that was excellent.
All right.
Talk about Zach.
So the two biggest observations to me today, all right, was how they was handling Josh Ball and how they was handling Awesome Richards. So that was the biggest observations. The rest of it was candy, like to me. So one thing that's obvious though, from me getting my eyes on it, let me tell y'all something. Diggs and Gilmore, it's way better in person, bro. I'm being honest. It's like, whoa, like so. And then Dak, like, let me tell you something. I've been out to all these Frisco training camps. Dak is different. Dak is different. Dak is different from a standpoint of, first of all, we got us a super chat. He said, y'all must be chefs. Y'all are cooking great content, man. I appreciate that, big dog. But I'm gonna just let y'all know, Dak, full command of this offense, man. Full command of this offense. And it's very true that he take a lot of chances at practice. Don't even get no kind of way agitated at what you hear about Dak with practice. Because I saw him just throw it up today like whatever. Like, you know, like whatever, because it's practice. So a lot of the stuff that we've been hearing about Dak and these interceptions have honestly been exaggerated. So, you know, so I just wanted to kind of spin out and talk about the obvious highlights that I saw today. What are some of the highlights that y'all saw? I'm going to start with you.
A couple things that I noticed, man. I mean, here's the thing. I really noticed for sure that Deuce is a dude. Deuce is a dude, man. Deuce is shifty. Deuce is, you know what he's a master at? I call it squirt. It's like a squirt and a burst, right? He hides behind linemen, man. Like, he starts slow, but then he bursts quickly.
Squirt and burst.
Squirt and burst. That's a new term. Squirt and burst.
Y'all heard it here first.
But I probably should say that.
Put that on the that on the shirt. Squirt and burst.
I'm gonna develop that.
I like that.
Yeah.
It don't. No, but
yeah, I'm gonna work on the delivery. Thank you. Okay, so no, not squirt and burst. Let me
I love it. Louder, squirt and burst.
So look, let me do it this way.
What's up, fellas?
Look, he's the ideal guy that can hide behind offensive linemen and accelerate. So he's good at hiding.
Hold on, I'm sorry. We got a super chat. And this is the thing. We see y'all super chats better on this platform for some reason. I'm liking this. My boy, first of all, thank you, J Tuck, for the love. My boy say with the $5 bones. He said the plan was always Tyler G at left guard, even last year, which is why they considered Matt B in the first round. Ooh,
really good.
Tyler is our guard, but insurance policy.
Yeah, I mean, he's being treated like an insurance policy, but I mean, he could be the best player, you know, at the left tackle position. That's always been my argument. But Tuck, you're not gonna drag me into that. I'm not gonna get all the way into that. Let me stick with my highlights, okay? So look,
somebody said squirt and burst don't really sound kind of like wholesome.
Yeah, it doesn't sound wholesome. Yeah,
get your mind right, Dallas Law 43.
Yeah, dirty minded. That's
your dirty mind. You dirty.
I can't say nothing.
He's literally talking about Deuce.
Yes.
And you guys are just filthy.
So Deuce is really a hide and an accelerate guy.
Yes.
That's a better way to say it. So he's good at getting the ball. He's planting his feet. He's looking, and then he accelerates through the hole very, very quickly. So he hides. The other guy that I thought did a pretty good job that was around the ball, I don't know if you guys saw this, was Cox.
Yes.
Cox was around the football, and I noticed that in coverage he was around the football. So I think that, look, man, hopefully this will be a good year for Cox. And my last guy for now is that was beating people, man. He was making people look silly. Sam Williams.
Yeah.
Sam Williams looked like a grown man. I mean, Richards. Speaking of Richards, he couldn't do nothing with Sam. I mean, Sam inside arm stabbed him, held him up like he was a trying to dry a shirt, and then he ripped. And then if it was a real game, he would have knocked the mess out of that. You know what I mean? But he's not touching, right, because this is ones versus ones. So he had some fantastic moves, and in the run game, man, inside run game, man, he's slipping blocks. He's in the backfield. He looked great.
And Tony Pollard is another thing real quick. Burst is like, shout out to the medical team, man. The medical team for the Dallas Cowboys are absolutely the best. What we doing is we going around a circle kind of, we talked about the two main things that we both witnessed from tackles, but then now we kind of digging into maybe the highlights that other people might have saw. So we heard about Deuce, we heard about Sam Williams. What's yours? Got you, Jess.
Zach coming back lit a fire under the first team offense.
Yeah, you were screaming that, bro.
When they was
Hold on, wait. Look. He shook his leg out. Look, he shook his leg out. Y'all just sit back. And they been asking where Law. I said, Law ain't never fall. Law is never fall.
I know they heard the voice over here.
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. I got you. Trust me, I got you.
You know, every rep, every step that we got a chance to see today.
Oh, we got a super chat. I'm so sorry. I'll be to cut y'all, bro. You know when that money come in, we gotta take it, man. These boys is blessed. Pause everything. My boy Jay Tuck said, and salute to new media being boots on the ground, giving us that real coverage that needed. Cowboys Nation, we should be excited what we see. Thank you, Tuck.
Yes,
Tuck, man, you know you're an ambassador for new media. Go ahead, Law.
Indeed, man. All right, we are here live in Frisco. The first practice, padded practice, by the way, in the Omni. Shout out to my guy Eddie over there. He's holding it down. Salute to Eddie.
Eddie. Let's go. Hey. Listen, Bates. Oh, wait. That's Bates. One more time. Whoa, classic. That's respect.
Respect from the neck, baby. All right, so here's the thing. Practice looked great today. Dak Prescott looked good today. I got a chance to see my guy Jake Ferguson catch a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Red zone situation.
Woo, he was smoking today.
Brandon Cooks,
I forgot about him.
There's a level, but then there's another level, right? And that's where he's at. He's fast. And then we got my guy Deuce Vaughn.
Oh.
Let me tell y'all something. He's not, what do you call it? He's not little, he's just short. He's just short.
What you say? It was what?
What is he? Squirt and burst. You know what I'm saying? You can't hit what you can't see. Squirt
and burst. And everybody wins.
And he was able to stand tall in the A gap to secure the block while Dak Prescott got the ball off. I don't know who was the guy who got the ball off. Lamb. There was Lamb. We got some plays. I was like, keep that one in your back pocket, but you got to practice. Practice make perfect. So I'm looking at this team. It's looking great. Offense, I thought we was going to be top 10. Excuse me. This offense is going to be top 5.
Man, they could boy.
Excuse me. This offense is going to be top 3.
They look good.
Deuce can block.
He can block.
Yes.
First was coming with me and little Deuce came. He got up in there. He blocked him. I was shocked. So
hold on, wait.
Get him,
because I didn't see it. I'm just see it because I was filming. You, coach, because you saying something real big. Wait, coach. You saying Deuce can block? You co-signing that, coach?
Let me explain it.
You gonna stand on that?
I'm standing on that.
All right.
This is exactly what happened.
Go ahead.
Deuce was looking in the A gap, and he did exactly what a running back was supposed to do.
Yep.
And he went to the left. He saw the blitz coming first, and he met him. He he met him.
What coach say? Don't meet me there.
Beat me there.
Beat me there. Yeah.
Here's my thing about Deuce Vaughn and his blocking. Months ago, after he was drafted, people asked him how he felt about his size in comparison to most NFL players. And he said, I've spent years figuring out how to use my size. I've spent years figuring out how to be a good football player in this body. And I think a lot of people didn't believe him. But he's proving it, not only with his blocking, but with his running. It's like if you watch, he's not small, he's short, like you just said. But it's like he even uses that even more to his advantage. If you watch his stride, the way he keeps his stride low to the ground and he keeps his center of gravity low, he knows these guys have a hard time hitting him legally. Even if you watch the first preseason game, I think one time he got tackled and dude's arms was around his neck, you know? And so he knows that's something that he can use to his advantage, because the split second, and I mean this literally, watch the film, the split second it takes for them to adjust their tackle to tackle him legally, he literally takes contact points away. Like his legs are so big and strong that he can go from striding towards your left shoulder in one stride and jump to your right shoulder. So in the split second it takes dudes to go from, oh, I'm tackling here, oh shit, it's this little dude, and they go here. He pulls those contacts away and slips through. And if it's not enough to get him away entirely, it's at least enough to buy him a few extra yards. Deuce Vaughn is a problem, a big one. People don't know how to handle him.
I believe in it.
Hold on. And that's what she said.
I believe in it.
And that's what she
Hold
said.
on, let me put the camera on.
She said.
I believe
That's what she said.
I don't believe. Like, okay, listen, y'all. Okay, Deuce had a good block today, okay? Does that really mean that you can trust him against? Okay, that's what I'm saying, coach. So listen. Because it sounded like some kind of like wee-woo kind of mixed with a little bit of optimistic Kool-Aid.
Come on.
That did sound like a little, I'm just being honest, like, come on, like one block.
Small, but he has to.
Oh, y'all think? Y'all okay.
That's not going to get him a win every time.
Maybe. See, wait. See, listen, let me tell you something. Me and this dude, we actually went to an engineering school. So me and you took physics, dog. So we know that physics is the natural order of things, and dog, it's certain things that we do need size for. And I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting you on record now, coach. Are you co-signing this that Deuce is gonna be that blocker? I just want to get you on record, coach.
Is this Deuce is putting DBs on notice.
There you go.
On notice. Okay, that's better. That's better.
You're going to blitz a safety, you're going to blitz a cornerback, Deuce is going to block him.
Okay.
Now, 250 pound, 230 pound linebacker, don't do it.
somebody say, boss Cowboy, you never give Deuce love because you miss Zeke.
Right. Yes, indeed.
Stop the cap.
There's 2 orders of size. There's length, and there's girth. Deuce got girth. He got girth. He's low to the earth. And that brother, when he see hole, he hit hole. And on top of that, they got a package out there. I'm not trying to outspeak my wisdom teeth here, but I just got to say this. They got a package out there with Tony Pollard. Did you see that? With Lil Deuce in the backfield? Shoot, it is a problem. Because at the end of the day, you played safety and DB or what have you on the cornerback side. If I can get the first safety to move forward, I'm winning. Because the moment you move forward, and if that's a play action in Cooks, there's no recovery to Cooks. Amen? There's no recovery to Kavontae Turpin. And technically, I'm seeing that CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, man.
Jerry, listen to me.
Oh, man.
Listen to your boy over here. Hurry up and pay the man, because CeeDee Lamb is about to have a muscle here.
CeeDee Lamb is in his villain arc, and I love it.
Hold on, Rick. We got a super chat. I got you. Rico is running back too. Also, how he looked. Did Jones practice? Jones did practice. He did, but he didn't really get no work with the ones or twos. But go ahead, Jazz.
CeeDee Lamb is in his villain arc. In 2021, he struggled with drops. People called him out on it. He made efforts to improve, and he did. In 2022, by the end of the season, I think almost no one had any question about whether or not he was wide receiver 1 material.
True.
And
facts.
now what we're seeing right now, what we've seen so far this offseason, he is outright showing off. Just showing off. And I'm so excited about the prospect of seeing him in single coverage, because we saw him escalate his talent ability when he was still dealing with double and triple coverage almost every game, you know, and having to figure out how to make plays in spite of that. And so now we have other threats that are on the field that are enough to draw coverage away from him. So we actually might see him in single coverage, and he's gotten even better. And it just seems like he has this confidence boost and this ego boost. Like the other day, I tweeted, I was like, y'all notice CeeDee is wearing shades like all the time, and I wasn't saying that just because he looks cute in them, which he really does. Love you, CeeDee, but
shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
I am by all means not shooting my shot, but it's just to me it says something about his personality. I feel like all my favorite wide receivers, they have that diva component, and I feel like whenever they start to adopt that, it does something to their play on the field, and I think we're starting to see that with CeeDee, and that's why I call it his villain arc, because he's going from being good to being great, and now he is just outright dangerous, and I love it.
Hold on real quick. See, and we in the fight with a super chat, bro.
What do you say?
Oh man, that boy Tuck done jumped in the fight.
What do you say? What do you say?
What do you say? What do you say?
He said Deuce can handle it. Talking about blocking. He was fine versus Bama.
Come on.
Well,
Wait. He said, but the fix is on my guy Malik Davis. I hope the Cowboys are right, but they gambling with Rico's health. I agree with 90% of that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put that in context, right? A running back tackle. A running back is not a tight end. A running back is not a guard. I need you to slow the rush down. I need you not to get ran over. I need you to come up and put a solid lick on the dude so my quarterback has a chance to step up and complete the football. And what I'm saying and what I think Deuce can do that. Yeah. I think Deuce can do that.
Wow.
I think Deuce can do that.
Wow.
Now look. Now listen.
Am I?
Listen.
I'm Down Thomas, man. What did he say?
Look. Show me the wounds. Look. Part of the show me element that he has to show in the regular season, not in the preseason, because we have to see this in the regular season when the bullets are flying, when he has to play against an all-pro linebacker that runs in there and tries to karate chop him with his helmet, and still he has to pull through and step up and stop. So we'll see what happens. But back to CeeDee Lamb, and this is something that nobody has said.
Hold on.
Look.
No, wait. We got a super chat. I got the problem. Dallas Law. We got to pause for the money, bro.
Pause for the call.
Dallas Law said, can you ask Law if Deuce has GERT?
I mean, come on, that's layers to that.
He's talking about the leg.
Wait, we don't need to pause for that.
Wait.
We don't get a pause.
We gotta hear about this GERT, dog.
Hold on.
We gotta hear about the GERT, bro.
Wide body, you know what I'm saying? You like little
Pause.
You like pause. You wide body dudes, you know, like a baby Bennett's out there, don't he?
His thighs.
Law set it off.
Break down the thighs. Break down the thighs.
Law 43 set it off with that.
He got the church's thighs, don't he?
Y'all need to ask him who is his personal trainer.
Yes.
Because the man thighs and his calves is like this.
I want to know what his leg day is like.
Now see, say that again. No, repeat this, boy.
I want to know what his leg day is like. I need to know about Deuce Vaughn's leg day.
His leg.
Now, all I'm saying is collectively. I ain't trying to stay independent.
Squirt and burst. Squirt and burst is gonna be a shirt. My boy Jay Chuck done put it down. Squirt and burst. Squirt and burst. Squirt and burst.
Strictly business.
Squirt and burst with the GERT.
Come on, let's make a deal.
That's a deal. Squirt and burst with the GERT.
With the GERT. 10. Look.
Oh, we got us a $10 super chat. He said, pause, change topic. Ish just got real when Law entered the round table. Hold on real quick. He said, OC lit the fire and Law made it to the flame while Coach and Jazz is keeping it lit. Oh, no doubt. They keeping it lit. Hold on, let me read the rest of it. Hey, we got the OC's kids around. Y'all got to do better, man. Come on now.
All right. So look. I want to finish up with CeeDee Lamb. Here's what I observed today. I haven't been at every practice, but this is what I observed.
Okay.
That man is uncoverable. Because I seen them double cover CeeDee Lamb in those drills. He was still getting open. One-on-one, it was a murder. We need to call the Dallas PD. It was a murder scene. It was bloody guts of defensive backs everywhere. He's catching the ball, deep, short, intermediate. It was absolutely nothing they could do. Look, and you talk about, my sister Jasmine talked about, look, the shades and all that stuff. Look, he got the red dreads. He dyed his dreads red. Look, listen. Here's the
Hot
deal,
fries.
man. Look, hey, CeeDee Lamb got that black Nike image. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. He got that black Nike.
When the OC start pointing that finger, it done got real. All right. Now the OC got his kids with him. Get home. So this because we gonna be bringing it like this
For the next 2 more days.
for the next 2 days. But I like it like this. Don't you, Law?
Yeah,
like
man.
I like no cut, bro.
Straight out of the mud.
This is the mud content.
Look. This is what we do. We build planes as they fly, and we doing a great job all the way, man. Forget about the wheels. Long as we in the air, we ain't gonna die, baby.
No, sir. Hey, so let's go around real quick, man. Everybody, let's get your final thoughts.
Listen,
The final word.
what I saw from the offensive line, it's going to be a problem. You thought 2014 offensive line was good? Wait till you see 2 all-pro guards. Zach Morton on the right, Tyler Smith on the left. Coming for you, Giants, week 1. That's my final word.
Great point.
I'm gonna clear out.
All right, I'm gonna give mine, and then I got to run. Yeah, offense is looking amazing. I love the offense. CeeDee Lamb looks good. Deuce Vaughn looks good. Dak is looking real good. I'm a Semi Fajoko fan. If you follow me, you already know that. So I love seeing him at tight end today. Yes, maybe it means nothing, but I like to see it. And Stephon Gilmore and Diggs are like Gohan and Piccolo. And if you look into their story, you know what that means. So if you want to find me, you can find me at bitcheslovesports.com. Yeah, that's my thoughts.
And remember,
All right, thank you so much, Jasmine. And it was
Thanks
great
for
doing
having me.
content with you. This won't be the last. I'm Boss Cowboy. I'm excited. Let me tell you something. I mean this. It's some things that I was concerned about, just keeping it 100, that I don't have as many concerns about. One of the things that I didn't talk about that I feel way better about is kicker. Oh, you want to? Yeah. So, yeah, we'll talk about that real quick before we conclude. But now, kicker is you saw, and then we'll talk about it.
So in the pregame before they started, he made all his kicks.
Yep, except one.
Except for one. Then when they started
Out
back,
about how many though?
so he went 8 for 8.
Yep.
Then when they was kicking for real with the whole team,
Yeah.
he went 7 for 8.
Yeah.
The one he missed was from 45. Don't get mad at him, but he made the 55.
And then the 45 that he missed hit the goal post.
Hit the goal post. So today he was 14 for 15
We'll take that all day.
all day.
all day.
Because guess what? He plays in the dome. And this was a dome atmosphere. So listen, what Kyle Yeomans was saying about the wind, he was not lying. That place in California is not good for kickers. Because when he was here, he looks great.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm just being honest with you. That kicker, I don't think it's as big as a deal as what we think. I'm just being honest with y'all. So be encouraged about that. I feel better about Awesome, even though he gonna likely be used in emergency purposes. And we'll dig into that tomorrow. We gonna get heavy into that tomorrow, like him playing left guard versus left tackle, and we'll debate that out. Yeah, but no, my boy say, "Boss, stop." No, I'm serious, bro. Like, kicker not looking bad, y'all. Now, I know everybody want a boogeyman. I don't believe in him. I'm sorry, y'all can believe.
Yeah, man. So look, the practice looked great. There's a lot of things to be excited about. Well, look, I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow. If not, I'll be back on Thursday. But look, one thing we gonna dig deeper into is Turpin. The mismatch with Turpin, playing slot and playing wide. Oh my goodness, I hadn't even got a chance to talk about that. So you gotta stay locked. Follow all of us, right? Law Nation. Follow, BLS. And look, also follow, Boss Cowboy Sports on all the platforms, as well as my man Law Nation, the Godfather, Mr. 110K himself in the building. All right, y'all, salute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we didn't have a good time today. We had a great time out here at Frisco, and now we are at the Omni. I'm going to tell you guys, this team looked polished. The defense looked great. Gilly, you can't pass the ball his way. Trayvon Diggs, you gambling if you pass the ball his way. Either it's going to be pat down or it's going to be interception, something like that. And then when we start talking about this defensive front, Parsons is unstoppable.
Oh, my God.
D-Law is on another level. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, when we start talking about Dak Prescott, this could be an MVP type of year for him if he can remain healthy. On top of that, let me talk about the defense once again. Mozzie, he's going to be that rotational piece for us.
Yeah.
Normally it takes 2 to 3 years
Yep.
for an interior
Just does.
defensive guy. That's just how it goes.
Just does.
It just does. We can't.
It just does.
We can't change how the rules work, right?
Yeah.
That's just how the rules work, man. But hey, Cowboy Nation, I get it. First team, offense and defense, didn't play preseason 1 and 2. Let the Eagles, let the Washington, let the Giants people speak. But we already know, week 1, that's going to be our time to shine with our defense and our offense. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And
Man.
remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
With the show, but we had a super chat come
Let's
in
go.
right at the end.
Let's go.
And Coach Mars said, I would love to see our starters one series to get truly ready. Now,
You saw what we saw.
and then Chris said, I wish Cowboys had camp in Frisco all the time. Obviously, I do too. But we're going to be back. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to likely lead off with what Coach Marv just talked about. Because I'm honestly torn on that. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of torn on that. Yeah. Very curious to kind of hear everybody. I'm kind of torn on should they play for one series. We'll talk about that. We're gonna lead off with that.
We can do
But it's your boy Boss Cowboy with Boss Cowboy Sports. We're gonna be covering Frisco. We're gonna be giving y'all the real of what we see, and we're not gonna stop. Wait for the morning for it to get a pretty thumbnail because I got to go home and do all of that. But man, I appreciate all 300 of y'all that came in the building. Hopefully, every one of y'all hit that like button. I promise you, next time. I promise you we won't do this show inside because it's too loud. It's too loud. And outside, let me go test outside. Y'all be patient with me real quick. Don't leave. Don't leave. Let me just test the acoustics and all of that. Let me see. I gotta see what works better. See, I think this better. If we can handle the heat, tell me if y'all like this better. Do y'all like this better? Because y'all voice matters, so I'm trying to see how we go set up tomorrow. So, do y'all like this better? Is this, where we got this look? Y'all let me know. Where we actually sitting outside and where you can kind of see the jumbo screen and let me know, what do y'all want? They say it's better, no echo. Appreciate that, Craven. Any other feedback? Because see, y'all gonna lead how we do the show. So everybody's saying it's better. Okay. So listen, y'all, when we do this, we go get in the elements for y'all. We go get in this sun for y'all. Really not the sun. It's not gonna be the sun, but now I appreciate it. So y'all letting me know that it's better. It's also a better look. Look at this, man. Ain't this just beautiful? Frisco is just, oh my God. You talking about the ivory tower. Listen, let me just give y'all a quick little rundown, just real quick. And just in case, I mean, just real quick, y'all. It's gonna be quick. The thing about Frisco, for those who over here is all kind of 5-star restaurants. So Jerry Jones has set this place it's crazy, man. It is crazy. Everybody used to seeing this right here. We see this a lot. That jumbo screen, we see that all the time. Obviously, that's a beautiful feature, and everybody saw the turf before. But it's the restaurants and all the stuff that's behind it, and Cowboy headquarters is right there. So now, listen, y'all. If y'all could ever make it out here, first, I want to kick it with y'all. I met a lot of people that support the channel today. We took a lot of photos and stuff today. And that's what this is about, man, creating experiences. Because obviously we want to win a championship, but also just as important than that is meeting y'all, man. So y'all stay up, man. It's your boy, Boss Cowboy Sports, man. I'm out of here for real this time. Y'all stay up. Let me try to figure out how to get up out of here. I am out. Y'all take it easy. Much love. Your voice matter. Never forget it.